Yeah, yeah. That nigga be crystal, babe. Yeah, hey. I'm shameless, so shameless. With my dogs on the block, it was dangerous. Take your girl out to eat and she's paying. I'm shameless, so shameless. I'ma go hit Tahoe up. Come bring the Tahoe truck, body bags on body bags. Come pick this garbage up. DJ mixing in the booth, he leave him traumatized up. I ain't got no time to waste. Let's get these commas up. I'm sitting in class, I can't even focus. Looking at these hoes like she don't notice. Titty sit right, got ass be poking. Sitting in the front cause I gotta be the closest. I'm just waiting for the bell, let everybody leave. I passed with an A, but left her with a D. I'm shameless, so shameless.
I have another case of it's the women men thing. It's the ever going women versus men arguing.
I do it every day.
It never stops.
No.
Now, as we pull up our evidence for our next thing, I will say, me personally. Oh, you tired?
No. I just feel on. That's all. Never.
You're not tired. Oh, that's right, because you go
Promise
late.
you.
You go
I'm
late
up
with
late all
Major.
the time,
That's
yes.
right. I told Lama on my podcast, bro, as a man, I just take the loss. I'm not. I personally, and I think that this is. I was telling my girl today. I think I'm too prideful, and that's sometimes not a good thing. I think sometimes that is fear of looking weak.
Could be.
Right? Instead of just accepting that you're a human being. Traum says all the time, I don't give a fuck about your pride. I'm not taking you out just to prove that I'm a good guy. I'm not gonna spend this type of money just to prove to you that I'm a good man.
Yeah, no, that's just flexing.
Traum says, I am a good man. I have faith in myself. I don't know you for nothing. I'm not just gonna go show you my wallet and say, yo, here, I have all this money. I'm a good man. With me personally, I'm like, all right, that's kind of part of being a man. It's making sure that the woman I go out with feels taken care of, protected, provided, whatever. But that might just be my pride. Which could be a weakness. You understand what I'm saying? So I was talking about this with my girl this weekend. Are we ready to pull up Women Are Insane? Can we pull it up? I ran into this thing on the internet. This is obviously a young lady who isn't kind of feeling how the situation ended with a guy that she was dating. They're texting. The texts go, honestly, I feel like you just wasted my time. Like you should have left me alone, like dead ass. Now I'm mad. And he says, I didn't waste your time. You was doing shit I ain't like. So before it got too deep, I left. It's a difference. She said, okay, well, now I like you. So now what? Are men not allowed to not like how women move? Are men not allowed to say, this isn't for me? Are men not allowed to woo you and change your mind? Like, y'all always talking about somebody's wasting your time. Like, huh? What is he supposed to do now?
So he felt like she's wasting his time?
No, he felt like he tried. It wasn't a good look for him because of whatever was going on. And he left. He left her alone. I don't know how he did, but she has a problem with that. She's like, so now I like you. So now what? What do you mean?
I don't like you. The feelings are not mutual.
So she didn't read the energy? She didn't read the room? Like
she feels
She didn't read the text.
abandoned. She feels like now, you know how women play hard to get, right?
and the chase
Or
is
whatever.
over.
But
It's a mind game.
It's the mind game. So either once he gets, quote unquote, the cookie, you know, he's like, fucking, now you like me. Now you like me. Yeah, but all the time I was wooing you, or whatever happened during the fuck, or after the fuck, or whatever happened in the relationship, because we don't know whether it was just a fuck. We don't know from this. You kind of turned me off. I knew this wasn't going to go 6 months, a year, 2 years. I'm not really interested. Are men not allowed to change their mind?
I think nothing is wrong with that. I honestly believe nothing is wrong.
Are men not
with
allowed
that.
to change their mind after we have sex?
So this is what I say to women, you know, you got to read that energy before you even lay with that man and accept the consequences that come with it because it might not work out the way you want it. See, a lot of time women wind up getting their feelings hurt because we put expectations. Expectations will have you fucked up. So I don't enter any situation with expectations. Because, you a lot of time because we're emotional. And if he's saying the things we want to hear, and if he makes us feel good, and then he fuck us good, you start imagining. And that little movie start playing right here. And you're seeing that movie. And sometimes it's not that the woman even really like you. She like the movie that's playing and she wants it to play out. And that's where we get fucked up as women.
When you say the movie that's playing, what's on the movie?
The fantasy.
The husband.
He's going to be my man. He fucks me good. He looked like a good guy. Because she already analyzed before she fucked him that he's definitely that dude. He probably has a good job. So she's like, okay, he looked like he'd take care of his business. Got a good dick. Everything. So all of what's playing in her head, she wants it. So most of the time we want what we want instead of looking at if this person's a good person or not.
So we're blaming him now.
It's not. No. I'm
sounds
talking
like
about that don't sound like that.
You said whether he's a good person or not.
It's her. She wants what she wants irregardless.
Regardless.
You get what I'm saying to you? So I always put the blame to the women and their emotions because men don't approach like that. They don't even move like that. They have their agenda and that's it. Now, if they grow and get, grow time and get empathy will come along and they might like you or they just might not. But the problem is women put expectations and that's where feelings get hurt.
Sean, you agree?
I think a lot of things that you said are true. Like, women will block out everything that doesn't agree with their current emotions.
Mm-hmm.
For example, she didn't even notice the fact that he clearly was like, I saw some things that was like a red flag, I ain't feeling you, and I dipped. But she was like, oh, but I like you. Like, completely ignored the message that he don't like you. Like, she just refused to acknowledge that.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like women can do that, and that can be like a huge detriment. Like, you can block out some things that are like glaringly true because that's not what you want to see. You know what I mean?
But I do believe that there are some men that will play. Like, if somebody called me today, and I'm going to show you the evidence of how when a woman is not interested in communicating anymore. I put it on my social media. I'm going to take it down because I feel bad. Somebody was like, damn, Teemara, you cold-blooded. But it's not about cold-blooded. It's he did something. Come on, phone hoping. I'm going to show it to you real quick. He did something that turned me off extremely. And it's just, he's one of those energy men that come in your life and waste your time. And I don't play with time wasters. I count my summers.
Time wasters.
I don't play with time wasters. My summers are very important to me, meaning my life. So don't play with it. So I post this on my social media, and I said, this is when a man can't take a hint that I'm not interested. There you go. So anymore. So the reason why he gets the cold shoulder is because we were talking for a while. We were going on dates, entertaining each other. Initially, he said he doesn't have a woman. He's looking to find a woman. He's single. He works a lot. So it takes up a lot of his energy. But he was courting. He was courting for literally 5 months, I would say. No sexual advance. He was on my list of possibly giving him the cookie. I'm not going to lie. Because he was really, really playing the card really good. Plus, his schedule is crazy. So most of the time, we're on FaceTime. The week that I decided to entertain him on that level, something came up, and I noticed every time I call him on FaceTime, I'm not getting him. Or when I just call him, so then he calls me and said, I got to talk to you. It's important. And I said, what's up? And he was like, I was in a relationship with somebody. Well, they think I'm in a relationship. I don't really claim her. What? So he said, I don't really claim her, but she came back in town. She was in Jersey. Like, Jersey right there, sir. So he said, but we're together, and she gets jealous when I'm on the phone. Excuse me? So
honesty?
That honesty is full of shit, though. Because at the door in the beginning, that wasn't expressed to me.
That was 5 months ago.
That was 5 months ago.
That's what I'm saying. Shit might have changed.
He was in a relationship. This is his woman.
But if it's a back and forth
that's not my problem.
You ain't give him no pussy.
Initially, hell no. But initially,
if you
you
did,
said...
maybe he wouldn't have been in that relationship.
Initially, he said he doesn't have anyone. I'm listening to you. This is my thing. Your words and the action has to line up.
Yeah.
But he's also saying, now I'm confused.
Go ahead.
For one, why are you FaceTiming him out the blue? You
We
pop
always,
up FaceTime
no,
him?
that's how we do.
Oh, yeah, I was FaceTime.
That's how
so
we
now
do.
he wasn't just answering, and you're like, what the fuck? Because
Yeah,
you always
5
answer.
o'clock,
always
6
answer.
o'clock.
Okay.
we
And that's what I'm
always-
saying. Like, within that 5 month time, his situation
Everything
may have
became
changed.
routine with us. We were very routine. And This one day he just said out of nowhere, and I'm like, what? But then now he's texting again, and he's been texting the whole.
I'm confused. This is my confusion.
Go ahead.
This is my confusion. How much honesty do I have to give you? We spoke about this last week. You weren't here. I have to tell you every single thing that I got going on?
No.
Oh, but wait. He said that she thinks we're together, but
Yeah.
I'm not. And now he's following her lead when it comes to talking to you.
Because he's saying that, you know, now that she's back on the scene. I said, sir, you a time waster. You're a time waster.
Now, what am I doing with this
So
right now?
so he's been texting me every day. Every day.
Read what I'm.
So he
read
texts
what's
a
going
lot,
on.
and he's like, you know, good morning, morning. You see his name is red flag.
Yo, I see it's like something,
Clown, red flag.
vomit, and like 6 red flags. I
Yes,
think it's 1
yes.
red flag, vomit,
Yeah,
and then 5
that's
more.
his name.
Like, Jesus
Your
Christ.
name get changed in my phone immediately. As soon as you show me bullshit about yourself,
Bad red flags?
trash. Everybody got a different name. If you're a bullshit person, your name goes straight to that. So I give him a dry respond every day. Good morning. How are you? I'm doing fine. I repeat the same thing.
Seems like you're wasting his time.
No. It's not about wasting. Wow. It's not about wow. No, I'm talking about how a man can't read the room sometime when a woman is just not in. If you say good morning to me every day and I say pretty good, and you repeat the same shit every single day,
That means there's still a chance.
it doesn't mean shit. It means I'm not interested. It's just good morning and goodbye.
Why are you
But
responding to me?
You know what it is? I'm a nice person, but I'm
Oh,
not
you're
giving you
llama.
nothing else.
You're llama. You're llama.
I'm a nice person, but I'm not giving you anything else but good morning and goodbye. I give you nothing else. I
feel
don't
like,
ask how you're
why
doing.
waste your
I don't
time?
initiate anything. Somebody reach out and say, "Hey, how are you doing? Good morning, catching
You're
up."
llama.
Fine. I'm just nice.
Same thing as not initiating the date.
No.
You'll go
it
because they
stops
initiated.
there. I'm dry. There's nothing. You can't
But
read
why
through nothing.
waste your time?
I don't mind saying hello. I don't
To
mind
somebody
saying
that you feel is all of those red flags
the
and
red-
vomit?
No. I'm not gonna initiate it. If you reach out to me because I'm a nice person and say, "Hey T, how you been? I'm doing pretty good." It stops there. There's nothing else. How are you? Okay, fine. Do you read the room?
Let me see
It's
that
dry.
text. There's a
It's
little
very
bit more to
dry.
that.
Look, go ahead.
There was a lot.
Go ahead and read it.
There was
Let
a
me see.
little bit more than that.
It ain't more than that. Even
Listen,
today, all right,
I'm
let me
about
go to
put
today.
I'm about to put my wig
Let
back
me go
on.
today. Let me go. Today.
Yeah, she's doing
Today.
a lot of wasting her own time and then
No,
blaming
no,
it on
no.
him wasting her
Today.
time.
No, I'm going to go to today. I haven't spoken to him like a month before. So today we're going to go. He keeps texting the same shit over and over.
Why you don't block him?
Because
That's the whole reason for block. It's supposed to go green, and then don't text me no more. And you don't owe this person nothing.
I don't owe him anything. I just give him dry.
I think that
There's nothing.
Ladies.
There's nothing.
Ladies, look. Oh, did you ask him how's the relationship going?
Yeah. How's your relationship going? Because why we keep texting me if you scroll?
Listen, let me tell you right now. A woman talks to me like this, I can still fuck.
You really assume that?
Let me tell you. So he
because-
starts off.
Go from
He
the good
starts
morning
off.
today.
Okay, good to hear. Whatever. How you been? She's. I'm good in you. My mind ran across you. She says, "Oh really? Oh really?
Oh, really? Like, really? Please. That type of really.
He goes, "Yup, LOL. What you been up to though? I just been keeping busy. Writing shows, doing my own book, all these things. Nice. I always like that about you. You're always making things happen. Thank you. You're welcome." She hits him back with the gut punch because I ain't here to waste no time. So how's your relationship going? He goes, "I'm single now. Just been working and sprained my ankle, so I've been trying to heal that back up." She says, "Well, your action says different." He says, "What's that mean?" "Based on our last interaction, you had a girl the whole time." "Oh, yeah, she claims me. I don't claim her." "So you lie the whole time from the day I met you? The whole time we were communicating, sharing each other, you were lying?" "No." He texts back. Go
ahead.
He changes the subject. "So how the show's coming on?"
Typical men.
He said no. He waited an hour or something, and
Yeah.
he just switched up completely. "So how's the show going?" "They doing pretty good." "Okay, good to hear." And he realized that he was hanging off a cliff. There's really nothing
Don't
there.
talk to me. What are we talking about?
Okay.
I only brought up what I brought up to him to acknowledge his bullshit. There was nothing else.
Okay.
It was not like I'm
Yeah.
interested.
Once you get to that point where it's like, so you was lying the whole time. Me personally, I could have got you out on a date. I could have took you to the boil.
Nah, it wouldn't work.
At that point, you're like, "Yo, the steady other. Listen, I ain't gonna lie to you. There was a lot going on at the time. I didn't know where I was going. It was getting serious for me. That's why I told you what I told you. You know what I'm saying? I really didn't have the room to play because we was just dating. We hadn't gotten that far. You know what I'm
Bye,
saying?
sir.
But
You wasted
now,
time.
that's completely clear.
Good
I
night,
sprained
sir.
my
5
ankle.
months later.
I agree
Bye.
with Tahoe.
You would have not have
left
said-
enough room
Nah,
there.
sir.
You left the
Nah.
door cracked open.
Nah, she playing.
If you would have said the right things, because you were still responding to it.
I'm a nice person. Let me tell you something. I am like a bees that will be very pretty flying around. Eventually, I'm gonna sting you. And the sting was, yo, where's your relationship at? Get out of here. I don't give a damn. I don't care.
I hear you.
I'll be nice.
He's not my defendant, so I ain't gonna. I got nothing to say.
No,
for
but the
him.
point of what I'm saying is that there are men that play those type of games, and a woman that's, dating with purpose and telling you straight up, this is what I'm interested in. Don't waste their time. A lot of men waste women's time, just as well as women do it too.
A lot of women waste their
Women
own
do it too.
time.
Women do it
Exactly.
too. Women
And
do
a
it
lot
too.
of
Facts.
I agree.
women waste men time. People waste people's time.
I agree. I totally agree.
And sometimes shit just don't work out. We both made efforts to do something,
And
and
it
it
just
didn't
don't.
work out. And nobody wasted nobody's time. Shit just didn't work out.
But what is it equal to? Like, because women suck men's wallets dry. Like,
Not
y'all be
these men
wanting
in the
food,
2000s.
this, that, and the other, but still don't be wanting. Like, what do men waste of women? Pussy? Like, what do we waste? Time? Because y'all waste our time. Y'all also take money from us.
All right, so I'm gonna say this to you, men.
Yes, I'm here for it.
I'm gonna break this down. Like, I'm gonna explain my situation right now. I met a young man that is extremely a great energy, right? He has two. He's a businessman. He owns his business and he also has his career. This person is overwhelmed. When I speak to him, sometimes you can see the tiredness on his face. Now, we just been dating, I would say, to the other dates. Y'all understand. Everybody. Blow myself up. But anyway.
Look at you. You're him. You're the guy in the text right now.
So
now
anyway.
you talk about
Anyway,
blowing yourself up.
Just listen. No, because,
No
I'm not in
way.
a relationship with anyone. I make it clear.
You wasn't in a relationship with him.
Yeah, but
Oh, you're not claiming them.
and I'm not,
They think you're in a relationship with you. You think you're in a relationship with them.
no, but this is the thing though. This person
Yo.
I'm dating with purpose though. This person is like genuinely a good person, right? And I'm getting to know him and he's getting to know me. We just met Labor Day weekend. Cool. I know what I bring when I go on a date, when I'm with a man. I know what I bring to him. Today he calls me and he said, listen, I'm overwhelmed. It's my daughter's birthday weekend. I don't know what I'm going to do because one of his staff is not going to be there and he has to show up. I said, you know what? You work. He's just getting off work. And I'm like, how are you going to do all of this? And, I said, you know what? Let me try. Can I try to fix it? And he said, what you going to do? And I went and made some phone call and fixed it. That's me.
That's a beautiful thing.
Mm-hmm.
We haven't even initiated nothing.
But
Like-
but now what you'll do is hold that over his head.
No,
when you
I would
find
not.
out
I would
that
not.
he's fucking somebody else.
No, I don't.
Oh,
I'm
you
not
had
that-
me doing things for you.
I'm not that type of woman. I'm not that type of woman. I deal with reality. This man is a handsome man. There's no way that he only talks to me. There's no way I'm the only woman he has ever met. We just met less than 30 days. How is it that I expect this man to not have any, the way I find him attractive, I know there are other women that find him attractive. So I'm not going to go in and thinking he has no one. That's ridiculous.
So you didn't feel that same way about the guy whose text messages you showed?
I felt the same way that there's no, like
You would assume that he has
yeah, because
somebody
he's
else.
handsome too, and he has his
But the
career.
problem was he
problem
told you
was-
that he didn't have somebody else.
Yes,
Okay.
I'm paying attention to your
That's what he
actions
says.
and
Right.
your words.
Gotcha.
They got to be aligned. And if they're not, then you're wasting my time.
Cause that's fair. Like when I was dating, when you date somebody, I automatically assume they fucking with somebody.
Yeah.
Like they some situationship, something going on.
Something they talking on the
Most
phone.
people
whatever.
are not completely single.
No,
You know what I mean?
no. Like I would be like any man meet me right now. Do you think I'm talking to nobody? Why would you assume that? Huh?
Some people are.
Don't assume that.
Some people are fully single.
When you assume, you make an ass out of yourself.
Right.
Don't assume. Don't. Now, I'll tell you this. If you ask me, are you fucking? I'm not fucking.
Right.
I'm not. But don't assume I am just in my house with my cat saying hi, Diamond, all day long. Hell no. I'm human. So there got to be somebody that I'm communicating with. So don't ever assume that I'm not speaking to anyone. Now, I'm honest. If you want to know something, I'll tell you. Do you have someone that you personally are interested in? I will let you know, yes or no.
So I think dude probably answered that question 5 months ago. Like, technically, I'm single. And then 5 months later, when he got, then he was able to keep it funky with you because now he know you and he fuck with you. He's like, you know what? Let me tell her what the real is.
Nah, get out of here. He was on the borderline to get the pussy, please. He talked himself right out of it.
But you gonna hold him accountable for a technicality?
That's not no tech. Get that. What? You coming with,
was
she's
single.
a jealous type. She'll call you up. Get out of here. You come with drama. You come with too much. Goodbye, sir.
Okay. Now, as you guys are talking, I'm thinking about a situation. Now, I told you all, I said, fuck everybody in here, right? Not you, T. Traum, fuck you for not being here. Toro was here. Fuck him for not speaking up. And fuck Carmeli for speaking up. Right? But this is all going to come out. Now, we had a whole conversation in the Patreon last week that was just for Patreon. Melly, did you see what I'm looking for in there? All right. There is quite a disconnect happening in the way men communicate and the way women receive such communication and also the way that women communicate. Melly, do you have that clip or not? Are you ready? I'd like for you guys to pay attention to this clip, and then I'll tell you the problem that I have. And then, or you tell me if you agree. Let's see.
Learned. I have been with my husband 9 years. I have learned. Don't do what he has not asked of me. If he told me I need you to do this, that's what I do. If his birthday is coming up next week, I said, baby, what you want for your birthday? He said, I want a pot roast. That's what he wants. That's kind of man I got. It's my mother man. Let me tell you. I said, what you want for your birthday? He said, I want a pot roast. He said, with the carrots and celery and all that stuff cut up in there, I want that. I said, do you want a cake? He said, just give me a little cake. I said, what about a gift? Do you want a gift? He was like, nah, it ain't nothing I want. That's the kind of man I'm with. My mama like, what you need to do is throw the roses on the ground, right? And then you get him some of that nice little drink. He like to drink. What he like? Hennessy. Get him a little Hennessy. He ain't asked for all that. He ain't asked. And even if I did decide to do that, I'd be like, baby, do you want a drink? Do you want me to get you a little drink, make you a little hypnotic, a Hennessy, make a little Credible Hulk? See, he like that. He old school now. Do you want that? He may say yes. He might be like, yeah, make me a drink. But what she's telling me to do is not what he wants. This is why I ask y'all and tell y'all all the time, go ask your man what he wants. Go ask him right now. I promise you, you'll be surprised. I promise you'll realize, oh, this ain't that hard. Why hadn't I been did this? This ain't that difficult. Learned. I've been
My problem with this is, are women retarded? Are y'all retarded?
Why you ask that?
Do you hear? All right. So when I say, all right, like, do you hear the words? Like, what do you see when you look at me? Like, are y'all crazy? Like, why? What makes you think that I wouldn't want Hennessy? Because I told you I want pot roast. So now you're just gonna put the fucking plate in front of me and ain't got nothing to drink? Because I have to tell you the whole thing? Like, what is wrong? Why is this so difficult? And then, why is it that y'all want us to do so much understanding of you? Because we're vastly different. But you, see, y'all were over here, yes, this is, Traum is agreeing with her. Or at least shaking his head like, yeah. I'm telling you right now, if I say, I just want a pot roast, and you put a pot roast in front of me, you like, well, you didn't ask for carrots. You didn't ask for celery. You said pot roast. I'm going to be pissed the fuck. What's wrong with y'all? Like, this isn't that fucking difficult.
I think that you just have to study your mate.
Study them.
Yeah, that's
Figured it out. Point proven. Last week on this podcast.
What happened? What happened?
You don't know what happened? Do you not remember? Do
I
I
do
need
not.
to spell it out?
Yes, you do. Please.
I said back in April, hey, Tanae, Melly, you and my mom, you guys, I really would like a wine fridge in here. Right? I said, she sends me a picture. I said, no, I don't like that. I want one of the dual heats where I can put the white wine and red wine and it sets the temperature, right? This one here is over here like, well, I don't know which exact one you want. Can you look it up and maybe send us a picture so you can. I'm like, I have to find the exact one in the exact color.
So that's what happened? That's what happened.
Please tell. So, because they wind up calling me several liars. I don't want to lie. My thing is, if I tell you what I want, give you the specs. Why do I have to do all of this for you to try to figure me out? Like, why? You've been around. I see her way more than my girl. I see the inside of my girl. Like, I mean, my mom's raised me from young. Y'all know me. I know y'all. Why y'all can't just figure this shit the fuck out? Why do I have to do everything
When do you
in
do
order to avoid
everything?
disappointment? Huh?
When do you do everything?
This is everything. See, look, where are we going now? See?
Yeah, let's stick to this isolated incident.
I don't even know what. See?
I don't know where this is going, Melly. Let's
Exactly.
stick to this isolated incident.
No, 'cause
She can't though. This
no,
is the thing.
it's the same thing because you're saying that you do everything when it comes to gifts. I'm assuming. So you're the one that you always choose. You're always having to pick exactly which one and tell us exactly this is the one that I want. Do you always do that? No.
What? You're going off the point. You're straying off the point. You're straying off the point.
No, I'm
the
not.
point here is, I asked for something, and y'all don't want to do the work it takes to make this guy happy.
Y'all don't
and
wanna do
she,
the work?
person in this video, is literally saying, I'm gonna go bare knuckles with this nigga that I'm married to. I'm your bare knuckles. I'm not gonna do the flowers that my mom suggested. I'm not gonna do the Hennessy thing that my mom suggested. I'm gonna get him a pot roast.
This is
No,
two different
she-
situations.
And these niggas is out in the world. There's women everywhere. These gotta come home to just you and a fucking pot roast
You know what
because
it
you
is?
didn't want to do no work.
I'm gonna say this. Every time my ex, right? My birthday would come around, he does the most. He does. But when his birthday come around, I get anxiety. Because I want, I'll ask him, I want to buy him a watch. He's like, don't ever buy me a watch because it put time on the relationship. I want to buy him a pair of shoes that you're going to walk up my life. He's very superstitious. So I used to say, damn, what am I getting him? So I used to struggle in trying to get him birthday gifts every single year. I think I only gave him one good birthday gift when I flew him out to Miami and got 2 strippers. But then he turned that part down. Remember I told you, he turned it down when I wanted 2 ladies to. So I think what it is that y'all men sometimes are difficult to please. Sometimes y'all are difficult.
Say it again.
But I think that if you study the man that you're with, and if you genuinely know the things that he likes, if you know the things that he like, you can figure it out.
Traum, what you got?
I think men or women, people can be difficult to please.
Yes.
Right? Because sometimes some people can be very particular with what they like. So in that case, I could understand Melly's side. I'm not going against you. I could understand Melly's side. Like, you could be very particular in what you like. So she's like, I'd rather you pick it out because if I order it, you might not like it. And you have, you're very opinionated. You have certain standards, and you like, I ain't want this shit.
me. I hate when he talks about it. I sound like such a dick when Traum talks.
And I don't mean,
You know how you are.
I don't mean, because I don't think it's a
That's my
bad
wife.
thing.
Thank you.
My lady's the same way. So it affects the way I can give her
Us
gifts.
Virgos.
I let her plan her birthday shit because she's very particular. I cannot plan her birthday trip because she is super particular. There's no way I could plan it. I can pay for it. I can assist. I can make sure that everything is dope. I could add I could add some things to it, right? You could definitely add some things to it. Because you always want to be thoughtful. You always want to do a little extra. But there's some people that are hard to buy things for because They're very specific.
Is that why you don't
with their
ever bring
taste.
me gifts from Trinidad and Tobago or anywhere else that you go? No brown T-shirts. Think I don't like black T-shirts? Is that why you are? Because you've already said that
No,
you
that's not
aren't the
why.
person
Yeah.
to go very far.
Yeah.
So for a person like her, I can see why you're saying you are, because no offense to you, you're lazy when it comes to pleasing in that fashion.
I wouldn't use the word lazy.
That is lazy. You don't go as far. Now, because this is between you and I think
Right.
that you understand my point. I think you understand their point.
Right.
Trav, who actually is the person who put this clip in there, he often speaks to us on social media. If you go to the So Shameless Pod page, you'll see a lot of Trav's retweets when it comes to these topics. I'd like to read you a few of his tweets. Do you read the tweets?
I definitely read them.
Trav said, I swear, and this isn't about me, because for one thing, I will tell you about my lady, she's going to do whatever it takes to make me happy. If she doesn't know, she doesn't know.
Mm-hmm.
That could be go
fair.
to communication. Melly
Communication.
You don't want me to like you. Is that what you're trying to do? Okay. Melly does whatever she can. Whatever. But I think that it's in the nature a lot of time for women to not really know their man, or maybe we don't communicate with y'all well enough. I don't know.
It could be both.
It could be, but like to really know him on a different level. And I think women, y'all put so much out there for men to soak up. It's almost kind of hard not to know what she would like. You know what I'm saying? And then y'all say y'all like the most basic shit anyway. Just give me some flowers, or like cook every once in a while. Fucking clean. Can I come home to a clean house? You know what I mean? Like y'all make it
basic
mad
stuff.
kind of easy. But all right, Trav does say this, and I thought that these things resonated in a way that I couldn't explain. He said, I swear I've never agreed with Tahoe on a thing more than I do with his take on his gift. Women notoriously say men are hard to shop for. That's not true. It's two things. Women are lazy, and women always say what they want, so they expect men to. As a man, nothing is more defeating than your lady asking you what you want for a gift, and then you having to spell it out from top to bottom, basically leaving them with nothing to do but to pay. We want y'all to at least act like you're paying attention to our style and what we like. He was asked what he wants, and he told them. Now he wants them to put some sweat equity in to figure out the best version of what he wants. That's not crazy to me. How should he feel that he's being asked to essentially pick out the one that he wants and they just pay for it? In this very episode, Joint Cap and No Cap, y'all said no cap to the dude that said, plan the date, I'm paying anyway. It was like, yo, please, just plan the date. Y'all are better at it. I'll pay for the shit. We'll go out. We'll have a good time. But you're better at that type of stuff. You're asking me to do shit that's outside of my, whatever. Plan the gift. I told you what I want. That's the same stuff. The problem with him helping is then it's not really a gift. It's just a purchase. Can you imagine a guy dating a woman and asking her where she wants to go on a date and then asking her to lay out the entire date? She'd be pissed. And then if he did that all the time,
That's true.
like, come on. He gave the specs. They answered yes and no to certain questions, and they're literally asking him to show them the exact one he wants. How is that a gift? How? We want effort and energy when it comes to gift giving. Just
agree.
like we have to put thought and energy into y'all's gifts. I absolutely hate that my wife always asks me what I want for birthday, anniversary, Christmas. I hate it. Like, just pay some attention to me and figure it out.
I respect that, Trav. I
mean,
respect
I
that.
definitely agree.
Very well said.
I agree.
I definitely agree with that. But can I
Yes, you may.
can I go now? Okay. So one
I object. I object.
One,
Overruled.
stop. First off, you wanted something specific. You didn't give a list of what you wanted.
Yes, I made it very simple for
Because
you.
usually when someone, like for Christmas or whatever, people will give you a list of
Yeah.
things for you to get. And most times when people are putting things on the list, it's like, okay, I want some, Michael Kors shoes, or I want
Like,
I want some Nikes. I want, a bracelet. Like, it's like those things you can just get. anything and the person will like it. Well, for shoes, you gotta make sure that the person's style and stuff like that or whatever. You asked for a wine fridge. Now, wine fridge, they come in different sizes. You said you wanted it inside the house. So when you came to me about it, I showed you what I came up with, and you said, okay, I want something bigger. It's not going to fit in here. So you wanted to put it in the basement. So if you want to put something in the basement, something that's bigger, then that's when you have to pick the size. Like, you want something specific, so you have to do the research to give us specifically what you want. I can't just, because if it was up to us just picking something, I would have picked something. I would pick something based on, how your apartment looks, based on what you like and stuff like that. I would choose what based on, your style.
I was kind of with you till you started your rebuttal.
But
you lost me because, to Trav's point, he led you to the water. He let you know what he wanted, that the initial one wasn't big enough. Get something bigger, we could put it in the basement. After that, I feel like that's enough information where you could have made a judgment call going further. Because anything after that is him picking out and doing. You asked him to do the research, then now he's buying it.
But there's more though. But we talked about it. I was like, you pick it, search for which one you want or which ones you want, and show me what you want. He agreed. He said yes. That's the issue.
I felt pressured, and I just was done with the convo.
You see,
I felt,
so
it's like, yo, all right.
He was under duress.
Like, all right, man.
Like,
isn't all right,
there was
man?
no
It's
pressure.
Like, all right.
He was under duress.
It's like,
no,
yo, come
there
on,
was
bro.
there
All
was
right.
no pressure or anything like that. It was just like
At some
we
point-
had a conversation. He agreed to it, and that was
Begrudgingly?
it. So it's like
Begrudgingly.
there was no pressure. I didn't say you have to do it. You have to find the specs and stuff like that. It was like, I'm trying to find which one you want. You kept on saying no to the ones that I chose. So I'm like, okay, I don't know
Now,
which one you want.
I'd
So-
like to say, I'm sorry for cutting you off. But this can go on. We already had this whole conversation. Dodge was screaming. Toro wasn't. Thanks a lot. Appreciate you, my guy. But this led me into the next topic. Because Melly and I are very close, right? I lost a friend. Can you pull that up? Have you ever been in a situation when you get in a relationship and you have to back away from people of the opposite sex that you are close to as friends? Do you ever feel the need to personally do that yourself when your friend gets into a relationship?
My guy friends? Yeah.
Yeah. Traum, have you done
Yeah,
that?
definitely.
You've backed
Both.
away?
Yeah, on both sides. Yep.
A young lady on the timeline says, when my male friends get into a relationship, I really alter the friendship dynamic. I do it because I love and respect my friend and respect their partner too. I'd hate to be the friend that makes his lady feel weird and or insecure for no reason. I text and call less too. I know they know they're my boys and I don't need to prove anything. I don't need your girlfriend to know that I know what your favorite food is. She's getting to know you. Me sharing things like that with her is malicious in my eyes. Very nasty business. I'm only bringing this up because I've seen my friends do it too. We get to a club, join friend's table who's here with a lady. Don't ask for anything. Just grab the bubbly and a glass for champagne because you feel entitled. Because it's your friend's table and his money, right? We even go lower and insist the guy, our friend, give us more attention. Suddenly he has his friends chatting up in both ears the entire night, giving mean girl vibes to the girl he came with, sitting next to him because he's your friend and you have the right to. In closing, I don't like nonsense. God is really just keeping the real ones around me because I definitely will call you out on that weird behavior. You can't sit with me and do dodgy things when you know it won't fly. You know how I am, so maybe leave me behind next time. Y'all agree?
I agree.
You serious?
1,000%. Absolutely. You don't?
I don't know.
I think sometimes. Go ahead.
Because if we're friends, if we're real friends, what does your pussy have to do with anything? Like, if this is male friends, Do your male friends back up? Your male friends can still come over, expect you to hang out, still not too much.
That shift. It's a shift.
I feel like it's only because of a thing between women. Like,
No.
because I'm a woman, I'm a backup out of respect for your relationship.
Even with a man though, like listen, all my guy friends call me all hours of the night. All hours of the night. I got a friend named Marcus, Major Hype. Major Hype call me FaceTime no matter what time. Cranium. I don't, all my guy friends, they call me all hours of the night. When I get a man, out of respect for him, if he's there at the house, I'm not taking, my phone is on silent. I'm not taking them calls.
I mean, I'm not going to be calling you in the middle of the night because you're supposed to be fucking.
But I get those calls because they know I'm not fucking.
Well, they know you're not fucking.
Yeah. But if I get a man in my life, the
But that's
relationship
different
shift.
than me falling back as your friend.
But I fall back too when my guy friends have a woman.
Do you think that it's inappropriate for you to still have a very close, and I've had a problem with this before. When I was in a relationship, the serious relationship I had that was before. I'm sure you used to live here with, whatever. And I had a very close friend, Jess. My girl had a problem with the fact that I had this close friend, Jess. I spent mad time with. We go shopping. We go to Home Goods together. Whatever it was, I was always with this girl. My girl had a problem with that. Do you think that's inappropriate?
It depends. Sometimes, let me tell you something, man. I find out so many things since I separated from my husband. I have a guy friend that's very close. And we flirted as kids. We messed around as kids. But as adults, recently we got back, cool because of my marriages. So we've been hanging. He has hidden emotions. I never knew. You understand what I'm saying to you? So I spent the night at his house. I'm gonna blow it up right now.
My God.
Let me explain.
Jesus.
Not sexual.
Hidden emotions is a lot in itself.
Yeah. But I spent the night by his house. This year, March. I was in Williamsburg. I had to go to a party in Williamsburg, and my girlfriends, everybody pulled off, got in their car. You know how the train, like the Broadway. So everybody pulled off, and I realized I'm feeling, damn, I gotta drive to Coney Island. But I'm realizing I'm feeling tired. And I was going to take a little nap. But then I'm like, I don't know this neighborhood. Hell no. So he lives right, Myrtle. He's right there. So I decided, I said, you know what? Let me give him a call. And that's my homeboy. His mom know me. Right? I'm like, E, you home? He's like, yeah. I said, okay. He knew. I spoke to him earlier. Because I invited him too. I said, you home? Long story short, he said, yeah. I said, listen, my GPS said you're 12 minutes away. I'm just going to come by there and crash. Because I can't drive to Coney Island. He said, okay. I got there. He said, to get in my bed, you got to take your clothes. I said, boy, shut up. I'm not taking any clothes off. So he gave me a robe. And I put the robe over my clothes. I had on some shorts,
Right. Outside
my heels.
clothes.
So I threw the robe over it. And he gave me a sheet, separate sheets. I go to sleep. Mind my business.
Playing
I
footsie?
would say
Playing footsie?
no footsie, no nothing. I went straight to sleep. About a month later, we got into a big argument, and he was like, "Oh, you act like I'm not your homeboy. You act like you never do for me." Something he was arguing me about, and he said, "You come to my house, I give you the clothes off. Clothes." I said, "What clothes are you talking about? You give me no clothes. What are you talking about?" I literally forgot the robe. So I'm like, "What are you talking about?" He's, "I give you clothes to lay in my bed. You lay in my bed." He likes to say that shit too. So I said, "What are you talking about?" He sends the picture of me sleeping.
Oh, shit.
Took a picture of your ass.
He took a picture. I have the picture.
No way.
Took a
In
picture.
his bed.
In his bed. And I was just like,
What you was saving that for?
why would you take a picture with me unannounced?
In your robe.
I don't even know.
In your robe.
I have my watch on. You could tell I'm in the robe sleeping like a corpse. Why would you take that picture? And it was 3 months later that the conversation comes up.
And he ain't even send it to you like that morning, like, yo, you was knocked out.
No.
Like, you was knocked out.
No, it's because we were
3
arguing.
months later.
3 months later. So I'm like, why would you take that picture? It's not appropriate. And I'm arguing with him. And he's quiet. And I said, well, there's no need for you. Why would you do that? But my homegirl, she always told me, she said, he's in love with you. She said, I've been telling you for the longest. He has feelings for you. So that friendship sometimes is weird. You understand what I'm saying to you? I'm going to show you the picture.
Yeah. What?
I'm just saying, if you knew
I didn't know that.
I mean, but it was in your ear.
Nah, because I'm not thinking. Nah.
I'm just saying.
Yo, you getting caught. Traum's cornering you. I'm just telling you, he's silent. Like he
I
just
know,
be
he's
like
trying to
moving
corner
chess
me.
pieces
Trying
on
to
the
corner
board
me.
all episode.
Trying to move that
Traum's
chest.
been like,
Trying
walk over here.
Nah, but I
Knight
don't.
to bishop.
But you see, with me, I don't give him the vibe. I don't be giving him no type of nothing. I'm always like regular. You know what I mean? So, here's a picture right here. He sends it because we were arguing. You notice he said okay with the eyes.
It seems like that don't. Yeah, I don't know.
Why would you take that picture of me?
Just to keep.
I have no idea why he took that picture.
When did that?
And I don't know what
to
else he
hold that
took.
memory.
That's
Tea
what
in my
everybody's
bed.
saying. You're in my, yes.
March 2022. Tea in my bed.
Why would you take a picture like that of me? You know what I mean? So I was so. When I tell y'all that I was like, what? Look, you see what I wrote? I'm extremely disappointed in you. Taking a picture like I was very upset.
But okay. Are there times when women read that wrong though, or when men read it wrong? Like say,
Go ahead, I'm listening.
I'm trying to think of a good person to use here. I don't know. Say Traum, you have a female friend.
Mm-hmm.
Your girl doesn't like her.
Mm.
Do you separate yourself from your female friend? You've known this friend for 15 years. You've been mad close with her 15 years. You meet this woman.
If my girl doesn't like her,
Not necessarily like her, but feels like she's too close to you. Feels like it's like
so
same way her homegirl is in her ear saying, yo,
Yeah.
that motherfucker loves you. Cause I tell you right now, Shorty used to say, Jess wants to fuck you. And me and Jess never had that thing. Never. Now, I can't say that what made us get close might have been attraction. I don't know, but it just never was that. We always was friends. We never considered dating, nothing. I can't say that she looks good. She's a good looking woman. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know what drew us together, but we was friends forever.
it depends on a few factors. One is how serious the relationship is.
Big
If
serious.
this person, so like in my situation, if this is going to be my wife, then yeah, I got to distance myself from a female that she's not comfortable with. It may hurt me. And that doesn't mean that I never speaking to her again. But yeah, that friendship is going to be at arm's length now. Because this is my lady. This is my person. Like, I got to respect how she feel. Justifiable or not.
Did she tell you a reason why?
And so that's the other point. And that's why I said there's factors involved. Is your woman insecure? Because you got to take that into play. Like, if I trust your judgment, if you're not insecure and I just trust your judgment and these are the vibes, I just don't like her for some reason, then it's like, yo, that's fucked up. But damn, you know, you my lady, you my person, so I got to distance myself. You're more important to me in my life in this moment. You're going to be my wife. Now, but if your lady has a history of insecurity, then it's kind of like, you know, I can't just be cutting off all my platonic female friends
what do you do?
because of your issue. Then
Make them become
that's
friends. That's what my best guy
So-
friend did.
You can't make two
You
women
can't make
become
them?
friends.
Not like that, but
It's like trying to
Insecure-
put two
so-
opposite magnets
she's
together.
insecure.
T, insecure or not, I like that motive. That's what I would like to do.
yeah.
Insecure or not, like the best plan is to make them a little bit more comfortable. Do what you can to make them comfortable around each other.
Because
You
one
know
of
what
my
I
guy
mean?
friends, he's like my bestie. Yo. His sister was my best friend, and she died at 27 from breast cancer. When she died, her brother became my best friend. Like, we did everything together. Fashion shows, the industry, like just everything. He met this young lady, and he moved off to Dubai with her. And we were broke, like me and my home, because it's like two of us that's his best friends. And we were a little heartbroken, but he came back now to New York. He moved back. He's been gone for 8 years. He just moved back this year. The first person he saw was me and my homegirls. And we all went out to dinner. But, we were worried that maybe she would feel. And he's like, no, she knows that this is family. You guys are family. You understand what I'm saying? I think that you have to build trust with your woman and build trust with your friend with your woman. And your friend has to respect your relationship. When I meet a man and I know like my homeboy, and I know he's dating somebody, you got a
back
girl.
up. You back up.
I'll back up. I don't call
So
that much. I
lose
get
a
off the
friend?
phone.
So
You don't
now
really
I
lose a friend. It's just a
I don't
respect
have
thing.
but I'm used to you.
It's a no. That got to shift a little bit.
Yeah, just
That
a
got to
little bit.
shift a little bit.
You don't gotta lose a friend, but the relationship has to change a little
Because
bit.
if my man come in my life, it's gonna shift. You ain't gonna be calling my phone 3 a.m. to hotting me up. No, not doing that. So I'm gonna respect my partner and just say, chill. Don't call at that time. Don't do that. Don't say that. You know what I mean? So it's about respect. It's all about respect. I don't think that you should shift. It should be a little shift, but what you could do is try to get both women to genuinely talk to each other. Seriously.
We have.
Yeah. Yeah. That nigga be Christmas. Yeah. Hey. I'm shameless, so shameless. With my dogs on the block, it was dangerous. Take your girl out to eat and she's paying. I'm shameless, so shameless. I'ma go hit Tahoe up. Come bring the Tahoe truck, body bags on body bags. Come pick this garbage up. DJ mixing in the booth, he leave him traumatized up. I ain't got no time to waste. Let's get these commas up. I'm sitting in class, I can't even focus. Looking at T's hoping like she don't notice. Titty sit right, that ass be poking. Sitting in front cause I gotta be the closest. I'm just waiting for the bell, let everybody leave. I passed with an A, but left her with a D. I'm shameless, so shameless.